In the world of fantasy football, sometimes people say it's got to be the eye test. And when you see a running back that looks like he's struggling, not just from a statistical standpoint, but from a physical standpoint, you know something is up. And that brings us to the Derrick Henry question. Derrick Henry has been an absolute beast for many years. But when 3 out of the last 4 years, you are elevated over 300 attempts, the body does not take it lightly. And we've watched this play out in the NFL before by many, specifically a guy like DeMarco Murray, where all of a sudden you've just hit a wall. And this year, he's averaging 3.2 yards per carry, which is absolutely pathetic. And Tyjae Spears is averaging 5.5 yards per carry. This is something we need to look at. It's also when we look at a negative game script for Derrick Henry at only 37.5% of usage, with Tyjae Spears at 56.5%. That's almost doubling his touches. This is something we need to keep an eye on. This is something that's going to go down that road to where we know that the change is coming. The change is apparent. And I have to ask the question, when do we throw in the towel and start to say, this is only going to be every now and then when we see Derrick Henry give us more than a positive stiff arm, give us more than just one game of double touchdowns because they happen to be in the red zone? I'm looking at Tyjae Spears by the end of the year being this #1 back in Tennessee. I'm looking at a change of the card. I want to know from you, though, on this day, if you're locked in on Derrick Henry or you're locked in on Tyjae Spears. And if you are, when do you think he takes over? I want to hear from you in the comments. Tony Jigsaw Cutillo right here, locked in, Win Daily Sports.